Good morning. This play is called Mr. Gray's Gettysburg, and it's a two-act murder mystery. It's May 9th, 1950, and Mr. John Gray is 68 years old, a successful banker, and wealthy by investments with the Standard Oil Company since 1909. He had just married a young Georgia Belle in her 20s, Tiffany Hopkins, and approximately 10 months after a horrible event. And Mr. Gray wanted to make a silent motion picture of the Confederate Civil War, but he soon was murdered, and his son, Thornton L. was the one who might had murdered his father. And Thornton's a black man, and his mother was black too. When young Mr. Gray, a long time ago, made love in the hay barn. As the lights slowly rise on the parlor, laughter continues to be heard from Mr. Gray and Mr. Wyatt Holmes. Oh, God. Imagine. Imagine that elastic bra. I do believe Mary Phelps Jacobs truly outdone herself by threatening women from biting their natural bosoms. I swear by freeing their tits, it's inviting the eventual collapse of our entire civilization. Born and freed, I'd take them as orphans, sir. Can't they see, Foreman, the National Women's Party is only encouraging disobedience? What the hell do they need to be organized for when men already do all the planning? I suppose you heard about Rose O'Neal becoming a lady millionaire by designing something called a Cupid doll. I'm telling you straight, if we men don't pull in the reins on them, they'll be fighting to be a senator someday. Or even worse, the president of our country. Judging by your hostile demeanor, I take it you have a bone to pick with our fair sex? Well, everything has its place, and you don't invite a jackass in a horse race or have a drunkard tending your bar. Women should be honored by the stations they've been given, and anything short of that is absolute anarchy. I like it when a woman tussles with me. It's liberating to let them sow their oats a bit. You actors are all alike. You furiously squeeze each other's fruits while neglecting the plowing, planting, and harvesting that life expects of us. What the hell are you talking about? Your house is aflame and near ruin. But you mindless artists only lay around admiring its destructive beauty. I'm not amused, sir. Speak plainly. You're a pompous ass. Is that plain enough? Why are you attacking my character, sir? You're void of any character, sir. You immerse yourself in delusions, prancing from costume to costume, mumbling idiotic rubbish and clownishly paint your face with nothing but falsehoods. I won't stand listening to bushwhacks of insults, sir. Are you completely mad, Mr. Gray? Have you ever worn a uniform? Yes. I once had a small part as a soldier in Ivanhoe. The damn director had me standing So far upstage, nobody could distinguish my features.
On a field of battle, you idiot!
Control your tone with me, sir.
Or what? Will you thrash me with a wooden sword? Or slap me with the palm of your dainty hand? Or even better yet, splatter me with stage blood, pretending you've delivered me a mortal blow? Is there no grizzle in your gut? I believe not. You're a buffoon, sir. You're an illusion that will never see the light of day because you really don't exist.
Happy birthday, and good night, sir. I've had enough of this. Mr. Holmes sets his whiskey glass on the fire mantel and begins to leave the parlor. Mr. Gray opens a drawer where the dueling pistols box is and picks one of them up and points it at him.
I'm not finished entertaining, sir.
What do you take me for? It's plain to see your pistol is nothing but a cheap stage prop with a plugged barrel. Mr. Gray places the pistol on the table and pulls another pistol from his jacket and once again points it at him. Your theater life has sharpened your wits, but you're still in checkmate. I have a habit of measuring men who I do business with before the ink dries on their contract. I assure you this is no prop, but packs a nasty bite. You're horribly sick, sir. Mr. Gray picks the other pistol from the box and sets it on the table. Pick it up, Mr. Holmes, and inspect well, sir. Feel its weight and balance and smooth barrel. Are you familiar with the Russian roulette?
I refuse to be part of your demented charade.
Don't try me, sir, and don't think I won't shoot you. The sheriff is a dear friend of mine, and the district judge sits at my poker table every Thursday night. I would tell him I was accosted by a deranged drunkard bastard in my own home and was only defending myself. Pick it up, Mr. Holmes. Thornton enters the doorroom. Would you be needing anything, sir? Mr. Holmes and I are satisfied. You can go, Thornton. Are you sure, sir? I'm very sure. Thornton calmly looks at Mr. Holmes, then quietly exits. There's my witness. Highly unlikely, because he does what he's told. There's one cartridge in the chamber. It's time to see how you embrace reality. Trust me, this is no stage illusion. Pick it up. Mr. Holmes picks the pistol off the table and quickly aims it at Mr. Gray's head.
Damn you!
You must feel lucky. I have 6 cartridges to your 1. Pull that trigger, and you will surely die. Lower it, Mr. Holmes, and your odds in living will greatly increase. Mr. Holmes lowers his pistol. If I survive this insanity, I shall kill you, Mr. Gray.
The rules are simply this.
I ask you 3 questions, and those answers correctly, you may refrain from pulling the trigger. But for those answered incorrectly, you must pull the trigger. If you stop playing, I will shoot you squarely between your eyes. Are you ready to begin, Mr. Holmes? May you rot in hell, you crazy bastard. Temper, Mr. Holmes, isn't going to save you.
You can raise your pistol barrel to your temple, sir. Question number 1. Are you a competent movie picture director? Yes, I surely am. I'm sorry to hear that, because your delusional impression of yourself is lacking. You may squeeze the trigger, sir. Mr. Holmes hesitates while staring into Mr. Gray's eyes as he slowly begins to pull the trigger. The lights abruptly go black, with the voice of Mr. Millstone being heard. Thornton is lightly coughing as he sits behind the table in the prison. Why did you stop? My throat dry. My throat's dry. My throat's dry as cotton, sir. Do you think I can get a glass of water? You hold that thought where you left off, and I'll be right back. He leaves the room and quickly enters, handing him a tin cup of water. Thank you, sir. I can't. Thank you, sir. I can't remember when talking was this hard before. I'd never heard him speak poorly of you, sir. Mr. Gray, like you. We have a lot of ground to cover. Get back to what happened in the parlor that night. Yes, sir. As dry as cotton on an August sun, parched day. The water's not so bad here. I try to look at the good side whenever I can. How did you meet him, Mr. Millstone? I'll do the questioning. Yes, sir.